So
when we were talking, you were telling me a little bit about the conservation efforts that you go through. All right, folks, that's the chicken. Look at that. Look at that black and white, if I can film it, black and white speckled chicken. All right, we'll see if we can get you a better shot. You were telling me a little bit about some conservation efforts that you're doing here with this goose in particular at the farm, at the Flocking Crazy
Flocking
Farm.
Crazy Farm,
All right.
yes.
So can you go over that a little bit? Because these birds are endangered, aren't they?
Yes, they are considered critically endangered.
I mean, I'm used to only seeing endangered stuff on Africa, like on Africa shows and stuff like that. So,
well, they are considered endangered because of a good example is if you remember when we were children, we would go to farmers market. There'd be like 6 or 7 different varieties of cherries.
Yeah.
Nowadays, all you see is 2.
Yeah.
Same with potatoes and all these produce. Well, the same thing with livestock is there are many varieties of cows other than the Holstein, your black and white cow. You have brown cows and all these other varieties. Well, same with chickens and ducks and geese is with modern agriculture, they kind of focus just on one variety because it produces the most eggs or the most meat or, more shelf stable or whatnot.
Well, yeah, I think this is ridiculous. In a country where there is a lot to eat, we focus on pork, beef, and chicken.
Right.
Like there's only 3 things to eat in this world.
And the Cotton Patch Goose was raised also for the table. It was meant to be a multi-purpose bird that was great for the homestead, the small farmer and stuff, because not only did they were originally used in the southern states to be weeding and taking care of insects in the tobacco plantations and the cotton plantations.
Yep.
That's where they originally were for back during,
plantation days.
Plantation days.
Yeah, we know what that means.
Right.
Bad things.
Yes.
Bad things.
Well, they fell out of popularity with modern agriculture, machinery, also with chemicals, and with the advent of herbicides and insecticides during World War II and the Korean War. They greatly fell out of popularity in the early 50s. By the late 70s, the Cotton Patch Goose was thought to be extinct.
Oh.
They thought it was lost and gone forever.
They're right there, folks.
Yes. And in the 90s and early 2000s, there were a couple people who inherited a family farm. And they're like, what type of goose is this? I remember this always being on the farm. We got photos of the family of this type of goose on the farm. And people go, oh, you have Cotton Patch Geese.
The only place in the world.
Right. There was 2 main farms. There was Walker and C. They were the 2 main foundational farms that got the Cotton Patch Goose back. There have been a variety of people in the early 2000s that worked with those 2 flocks, made composite flocks, and they got the named lineage of the Cotton Patch Goose. One thing about the Cotton Patch Goose, it's not actually a breed.
Okay.
It is a land race. Now I'm going to lay a little science on you.
What does that mean?
What's a land race? I guess the way to think of it in a larger scale is think of Australia, where the animals got genetically isolated and became their own thing. Those are a breed, actually. But these came over from Europe in, early 1500s, 1600s. So they got dumped here, used on farms. They became genetically isolated because there was no need to bring more geese because
they were here.
Yeah. So they look similar to the old English goose, the Western greylag, but they differ because they have pink feet, pink bills, and just gorgeous blue eyes. Why they're also desirable is they're sexually dimorphic. You can identify their gender at birth. They are weeders, feeders, guardians. They provide a nice meat at the table. I mean, as much as I want to see them conserved and the breed grow, I understand the reality.
Right.
Is in order to create popularity, is some folks may want to eat them.
Right.
We don't eat our animals. We love our animals, but you know, they will yield anywhere from 8 to 12 pounds once they're dressed. Mm-hmm. They are your traditional Christmas goose.
Oh, really? There's the Christmas goose right there. But we're not going to eat these Christmas geese because they're endangered. So, all right. So I see that the geese are lined up here as if they're waiting for something. What's going on there?
They're waiting for rain in the poor pond to fill in. We've been about 2 months without any rain.
Yeah, we've been suffering a drought here in central New York, and that's what's left of the pond. The poor geese and the poor ducks are just looking for some water. Oh, okay.
I fill up kiddie pools. Oh, and there are your Appenzellers.
As promised, the Appenzellers.
They are just the silliest, most full energy little guys. I received them as a gift from a friend out in Rome. Shout out to Mike out there. Thank you.
Thanks,
for these
Mike.
Birds.
So you have a farm of endangered birds. You're like a hero. You're the bird hero.
Since we had an opportunity to open our home to birds, I mean, why not help out a heritage breed that could use our help?
That's
it
very
doesn't cost
thoughtful.
any more to maintain them. Mm-hmm. Your only additional cost is up front because they are rare. It's going to be a little bit more costly to purchase the original animal.
And then you don't want to eat them because they're really expensive.
And they're sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's fantastic. I love that right here in central New York, we have someone who's changing the world literally by saving the lives of not just a couple of geese, but an entire race, like an entire, like, part of the geese population. And how much of the population do you think you have here of these?
Well, we could possibly say that we have 2%.
2% of the world population of these Cotton Patch Geese are right here. Right here.
Right at Flock and Crazy Farm in East Syracuse.
There you go. By the way, this guy has a great shop here, and I'm going to give you some videos of that before we go. All right. All right. Is there anything now you've told us about your geese and your chickens that you're trying to save. What do you want these people out here to do now that they've heard your story?
Well, any of those folks who are interested in homesteading or interested in just have a small little hobby farm and you're looking to protect your flock and get a guardian goose, they are friendly. They're multi-purpose. They can be used for meat. They can be used for eggs. They're good for weeding. They're good for letting you know when the Amazon truck is showing up. They are just wonderful personalities.
So go get a goose.
Go get a goose.
Go get a goose.
Go get a goose.
Yeah.
They're just fun, silly geese. I just love geese.
All right. Well, thanks for being on the show today.
Thank you. It was wonderful to be here, Gail.
And now that you know, go out and do something about it. Bye for now.